Yeah, yeah. For chapter 4 also, you need to get a graph notebook. Yes. Completed? Completed the 11th one? 12? No, you're working on the 13th one. What about you? 12. 12. Divitri? Sachin, which one? 12. 12. Okay, next one. Red. Satakshi, the mom's come. Yeah. You finished the summative assessment? Okay. No, it's time. You can continue tomorrow. You can take your book, you can just show it to your mother and get it tomorrow to the class. Get this book tomorrow. Today's book, no, this one. This one you can take it home and show your mother. Yeah, this one is corrected. Get this book tomorrow and correct today's book and correct tomorrow. Yeah. See you. We'll see the answers for the 11th and 12th one. Yeah. Gayatri, Harsha, and Shreya. Ready with the answers for the 11th and 12th?
I feel I didn't get the 12th, but I got 11 and 13.
Oh. Yeah. Plot the points 0, 3, 0 and 3 here. A, B 5, 3, 5 and 3. 4, 0, 4, 0. This is C. And -1, 0. -1. This is D. Correct? Identify the figure ABCD. Okay, let's just check the length of the opposite sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah. So one pair of opposite sides, you can make what they are parallel and they're also equal. So it's a parallelogram. One pair, now you will agree, no, this is parallel, right? See, this one and this one, they are parallel to one another and they're also equal. So since in this quadrilateral, one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal, the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Now 2, 2. Where is 2, 2? This is 2, 2. Yes, it lies inside the figure. 2, 2 lies inside the figure. Correct? You didn't understand the question, Sachin? Louder. Oh, you didn't plot the points correctly? Oh, okay. Come here with your book. Zero, 3, 0. Pencil எல்லாம் கொடுங்க. Four, 0. இது ஸோ நீங்க தெரியாம இது ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டீங்க, இது ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க. சரி.
0,3.
அதுக்கப்புறம் -1, 0. எல்லாம் கரெக்டா இருக்கு, இது மட்டும் தப்பாயிடுச்சு. எதுக்கு இதெல்லாம் மார்க் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? இந்த 0 இதெல்லாம் எதுக்கு காமிச்சிருக்கீங்க? அதெல்லாம் எழுத வேண்டாம். Whatever points ABCD have to be plotted. No, only that address you should write. In the points address எழுதக்கூடாது. Okay, just erase whatever is not needed. Erase this line. These points also erase. Okay, correct it and comment. Others got this right? Come here. Fast, fast. ஏன் இது தப்பா பிளாட் பண்ணிருந்தீங்களா முன்னாடி? நான் சொன்னப்புறமா இல்ல அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஏபிசிடி எழுதணும். இது ஏ, இது பி, ஏயோட கோஆர்டினேட்ஸ் 0, 3 இது மாதிரி எழுதணும். ஓகே, இது ஏ 0, 3 நீங்க எழுதணும். 5, 3 is B. The C, அதை எழுதணும். C 4, 0, D -1, 0. Very good. Okay. இதெல்லாம் ஆன்சர் பண்ணலையே. Identify the figure ABCD. So what is the figure ABCD called? Why? Okay, 2.2 lies inside the figure. Okay, so children, see what all you need to show. I'll come around and see other books. A 0,3, Nuved, Rahul and others, please. Is this 0,3? Is this 5,3? You must write A 0,3, then B 5,3. You must write this. Then C 4,0. This is C 4,0. Then this is D minus 1,0. Whatever points you have plotted, you need to write the name of that point and the coordinates. So here A, B, C, D are the names of the points and their coordinates. Join. Since one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal, it's a parallelogram. Identify the figure is a parallelogram. The figure is a parallelogram. All right. And 2, 2, 2, yes, it lies inside the figure. Correct? Sorry? No. All right. Okay. Write the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle. Write the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle whose length and width. I'll just get the graph paper from there. Yeah. Write the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle whose length and breadth are 6 and 3 units respectively. So length is 6, breadth is 3. Okay. One vertex is at the origin. Okay. The longer side, that is 6 units. Okay. So the longer side, which is 6 units, you know what happens? So the longer side is the length, which is 6 units, lies on the x-axis. Now it is on the x-axis, meaning which side, left side, right side, where is it on the x-axis? So we are not sure. So read ahead. And one of the vertices lies in the third quadrant. Third quadrant is this one. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant. Wow, okay. So one of the vertices lies here. So that means the longer side should be like this, right? Only then one vertex can lie in the third quadrant. If the longer side is like this, then how can, one of the vertices lie in the third quadrant? First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. One vertex is at the origin and another vertex is in the third quadrant. Of the four vertices, it's a rectangle. Of the four vertices, one is at the origin here. Another one is in the third quadrant. So obviously the rectangle is here like this, right? So the longer side is on the x-axis. How many vertices? Four vertices. Two vertices are given to you, the location. One vertex is at the origin and another vertex lies in the third quadrant. And also the longer side is on the x-axis. The longer side is on the x-axis. So it should be like this, right? Till -6. Because 6 units. And what is the length? What is the breadth of the rectangle? 3 units. So it should come down 1, 2, 3 like this. So this is the rectangle. This is the rectangle. Yes or no? One vertex is at the origin 0, 0. Another vertex is in the third quadrant. The longer side is on the x-axis. So clearly the longer side is on the negative side of the x-axis, which is 6 units. And the shorter side is 3 units. The breadth is 3 units. So we have to drop down like this. So this is the rectangle. Now the coordinates 0, 0. What is this? 0, -3. -6, 0. -6, -3. So write the coordinates of the vertices of the rectangle. So these are the coordinates of the vertices of the rectangle. Yeah, please check. I'll be sharing the images of today's session on WhatsApp. Please check. All right. Okay. You can give, a different name to the rectangle. So you can even call it P, Q, and R. Okay, this is O because it's the origin. So origin is always O. So here the rectangle is ABCO or OABC. OABC. Okay. Still working on the 13th one? Finished? Yeah. Find the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle placed in the third quadrant in the Cartesian plane with length p units on the x-axis and breadth q units on the y-axis. So the length is on the x-axis, the breadth is on the y-axis, and the rectangle is in the third quadrant. The rectangle is in the third quadrant. Okay. The length is on the x-axis and the breadth is on the y-axis. So the rectangle should be like this, right? The length is on the x-axis. The breadth is on the y-axis. So it should be like this, right? So this length is p units. This one is q units. Correct? So what will be the coordinates of this point? We understand all the conditions. Where is the rectangle? It is in the third quadrant. Okay. And the length p, length is p units, breadth is q units. Length p is on the x-axis, breadth q on the y-axis. So the rectangle is like this. So what are the coordinates of this point? 0, 0. This one? Don't see the marking. Don't say minus, 8. No, it's p units. So the marking here is p. This is p. The marking here is q. So this is minus p comma 0. Very good. This one? Zero comma minus q. 0 comma minus q. This one is 0 comma minus q. And what about this? Minus p comma minus q. Minus p comma minus q. Very good. So for this one, you should not mark the numbers on the axis, x and y axis. You should not mark the numbers. You must not show 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. No, don't show that. Don't show the numbers. So this marking is P. This marking is P. This marking is, so minus P you can say. And this marking is minus Q. Right? So this one is minus P comma 0. This one is 0 comma 0. This one is 0 comma minus Q. And this one? Minus P comma minus Q. Correct? Yes. Yeah, but just imagine a different rectangle. Will you be able to find the coordinates? Yeah, tell me how. It's given that the length lies on the x-axis, breadth lies on the y-axis. Right? So if the length has to lie on the x-axis and the breadth on the y-axis, then it has to be like this. Otherwise, in your imagination, the length will be on the x-axis, but the breadth will not be on the y-axis. And the rectangle cannot be completely in the third quadrant because then the length and breadth will not be on the x and y axis. The rectangle cannot be completely. We'll just let me clear this out. See, if you imagine it like this, then the rectangle is in the third quadrant, but the length and breadth, they don't lie on the x and y axis. So it cannot be like this. If we imagine the rectangle to be like this, then the length is on the x-axis, but the breadth is not on the y-axis. The length is on the x-axis, the breadth is on the y-axis, on. So the length is on the x-axis, the breadth is on the y-axis. It has to be like this. And it is in the third quadrant. So it has to be like this. Yeah, we'll just discuss this. Don't try to write the question now. There's no time. Yeah, Shreya, what are the coordinates of B and F? Coordinates of B, Shreya, fast.
-5, -4, ma'am, for B.
-5, comma.
-4. -5, -4.
Yeah, this is B, children. I put a bracket. This is B. -5, comma, -4. Coordinates of F. Coordinates of F.
0, 6. No. 6, 0. 6, 0.
6, 0. 6, 0. Okay. Gayatri, which is the point identified by 1, 1?
D.
D. Correct. D is the point identified by 1, 1. The abscissa of the points D and H. What's the abscissa of D?
1.
1. Abscissa is the X coordinate. Ordinate is the Y coordinate. And what about the abscissa of H? H. Where's H? Where's H? Oh,
The Y.
the abscissa. The X coordinate of H. This is 0, 4. So it is 0.
0.
All right. Then, okay, you know. Yeah, the ordinates of the points A and C. Ordinate of A,
1.
1. Because this is -4, 1. And ordinate of C,
-2.
3. -2, 0. So the ordinate is 0. The ordinate is 0. Ordinate is a Y coordinate, it's 0. Okay. The quadrant in which points B and I lie.
Quadrant 3.
B and I lie in the
Third quadrant.
third quadrant. Very good. The perpendicular distance. Okay, this is for Yarni. The perpendicular distance of G from x-axis. Where is G? This one. The perpendicular distance of G from x-axis. What's the address of this point? Six comma 4. And this number represents the perpendicular distance from the y-axis. This number represents the perpendicular distance from the x-axis. So what's the perpendicular distance from the x-axis? 4 units. You were right. You said 4, right? Yeah, 4 units. Correct. The perpendicular distance of the point I from the y-axis. Where is I? This is I. What is the address of I? -2, comma? -2. -2, comma, -3. -2, comma, -3. So -2 is the distance from the y-axis. First one is y-axis. Second one is x-axis. The question is from the y-axis. What's the distance? 2 units. Don't say -2 units. 2 units. 2 units. Distance is positive. 2 units. The perpendicular distance. Okay. The point whose perpendicular distance from y-axis is 6. Which is the point whose perpendicular distance from the y-axis is 6? This one. What is this? 6, 0. 6, 0. And the perpendicular distance of this point from the y-axis is 6. Correct. So the point is F. F is the point. F is the point whose perpendicular distance from the y-axis is 6. Correct? Because F is 6, 0. And the first number 6 is the distance from the y-axis. And the perpendicular distance of a point, sorry, the point whose perpendicular distance from x-axis is 6. This one, huh? What is this? 0, comma 0, comma minus 6. 0, comma minus 6. And this is the distance from the y-axis. This is the distance from the x-axis. Yeah, so E. E is the point whose perpendicular distance from the x-axis is 6 units. Right? All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. I'll share all the images on WhatsApp. Thank you, children. Online children can leave the call. Good night.
Ma'am.